Sorry, it's racist. I'm not a racist, but the blacks comes first and then the whites. And even highly qualified whites don't even get a position in South Africa.
I am confused, dear white people, what happened? Like, were some white people securing a future for some white people and they were not even thinking about other white people, that they could be in trouble of lacking what to eat? They will literally run to a black government for help.
We are fighting for our language, we are fighting for jobs. So my feeling is that we are only fighting all the time to survive.
Poor white South Africans asking to be taken care of by a black government. Does it make sense, ladies and gentlemen? Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Natkunda Esther. If you are new here, welcome. Please consider subscribing to my channel, like, comment, and share. And of course here, I care about the comments so much because I want to know how people think. Now, have you ever thought about white people being poor?
This is Coronation Park, a squatter camp in Krugersdorp, South Africa. Although impoverished blacks in the region far outnumber their white counterparts, this camp is one of a growing number of townships populated mostly by Afrikaners, white South Africans. In the 19 years since the fall of apartheid, more and more whites are coming face to face with poverty and social meltdown. A controversial affirmative action policy sees blacks take precedence over whites on the job market, giving some people little choice but to move into tents and caravans in camps such as this one.
Apartheid was a problem, but this is the only country in the world where the majority has got affirmative action. America's got affirmative action, everybody's got affirmative action, but this is the only country where the majority has got affirmative action.
Post-apartheid governments have struggled to achieve redistribution of wealth and economic growth, and formerly comfortable Afrikaners see themselves as victims of reverse apartheid. In spite of this, white South Africans still control most of the country's economy.
South Africa's changing social dynamic is not good for everyone. These Afrikaners, who enjoyed social and economic privilege during apartheid, are now near the bottom of the pile.
Lots more. And that we must be aware that they mustn't be discriminating against them. It seems just to me that the thing is not in balance anymore.
White people in South Africa, it's a pity, ladies and gentlemen, to watch white people in South Africa literally crying for a good life. I mean, like, I have seen poor white people. I have seen homeless white people. I have seen hobo white people. But this kind of like hoboness is beyond my knowledge. Where was these poor white people when the rich South African white Boers were getting rich? Like, what happened? What went wrong? I would like South African people that know better about South Africa to tell me about this, because I lived in South Africa and I saw the life in Sandton and Alexandra. And when you see Alexandra, like, it's poor black people, literally the poorest area ever. Now, when I see a place that has poor white people, I'm like, what happened? I really thought white people would never let themselves to be under the poverty line, but it looks like these white people are below the poverty line and they are crying out to the ANC government, which is led by Ramaphosa, for help. And I would like you guys to tell me in the comment section, knowing the history of white people and how they came to South Africa, and knowing what happens to the poor black person who lives below the poverty line, those people that are living in Alexandra, do you think the government should come for white people to rescue them? It's so funny how this lady said, we need salt, we need water, we don't have clean water. In my mind, I'm like, yes, these are basic needs for people, but I'm so sorry, where I come from in Uganda, when we see a white face, we see richness. You can never be poor. Like, I mean, if I think of a white person being on the street, I really think fellow white people will run from heaven and rescue their fellow white person. Now, seeing that white people are crying out to the black government, not even their fellow counterparts, I'm like, And of course, the double standards in South Africa, not even only in South Africa, when you see the world globally, when white people are living a good life, it's the black person who is always down, who is suffering, who is in need. It's the black person who is lacking always. Seeing a white person lacking to this extent, I don't even know that I can believe this. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but for me, it's like, oh my God, like, are they just pretending to be poor? Is it true that they are broke? Like, do they just want attention? I don't know. There's a lot that's going on in my mind when I'm watching this video. But let me know what you think. Do you think have reached that time in history of planet Earth where we see white people also living a poverty lifestyle? Like black people, I mean, even lower than black people? Do you think this is what white people had in mind? Do you think they were even ever preparing for such a situation that, hey, our people will reach a time where they can even lack anything, that they can sleep on the streets, they can beg for bread?
I don't know really that much about the racism, but I was the first one to go out, and then the others just followed.
Why do you think you were chosen to be retrenched?
I think they tell us we are whites. They don't give us work, so they give it to other people, other races also.
We don't have a chance. You can go and look for a job. They tell you, they phone you back, and you never heard again from them.
This was once an exclusively black domain, but as new middle-class blacks move into the wealthy white suburbs, the poor whites are joining poor blacks in poverty.
There's a lot of people struggling, but it's ons beurt. The blacks always had to struggle. We had meat, we had money. There was no struggling. We didn't have problems. It was lekker, it was nice. Elke ding was sharp. Now times are changing. You know what's happening.
Kiewit Wolfert was a public servant when whites ran South Africa. Now he and his wife Santa, who was also retrenched from a government job, have barely a thread left of their old lives. Only their creativity is keeping them going. In part, they blame government policies, which give black people priority in employment, set black quotas and favour black-owned companies.
Let me know what you think in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. But from me to you, I am still confused. Now, if you like my content, consider subscribing, like, comment and share, and hit that notification button. Hit that notification button, ladies and gentlemen, so anytime I upload a video, you don't miss out. I will see you in the next video. Bye.